guys, it's Melanie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to hand embroider this beautiful little ornament. I just love hand embroidery. I think it's so beautiful and it's really easy, so you don't have to have any embroidery experience in order to do this project. I'm going to show you all the steps, so let's get going. I'm going to show you how I did it.
Okay, here is my embroidery. This is a back stitch and right here is a French knot, and I am using a piece of quilting cotton fabric that has this real simple design on it. So you can find whatever is your style and use that. Here is some embroidery needles and a 4-inch plastic hoop, which is my favorite type of hoop. I prefer this over the wood. Then I'm going to take some embroidery floss and take 3 strands. And here is how I thread the needle. Kind of fold it over between your index finger and your thumb, and then press it into that embroidery needle eye. Now here I'm going to pull it up. You put a little knot on the end, just a simple knot. And here is the French knot. Wrap it around the needle 1, 2, 3 times. Then you're going to place the needle back right next to where you came up in the fabric. Then you're going to pull through and holding your thumb on that thread so that it doesn't get loose. So let's try it again. 3 times around the needle. Put it back down in the fabric and pull it taut. Press it into the fabric and then kind of hold that fabric with your thumb just to make sure it stays kind of nice and taut, and it will give you a nice result. So one last time, I want to make sure you get a good idea of how it should look. And this is a French knot. So the other stitch that I utilize in this little embroidered ornament is a back stitch. A back stitch I use all the time. So this is a really good stitch to master. You're going to do 1 stitch over. Then when you come up, you're going to come up away from that first stitch. And then you're going to place it right next to that original stitch. And this technique here, you can see you can do 2 at a time. So this is a back stitch. Just get some practice, get some, spare fabric and some floss and try this out. You want each stitch to be about the size of a kernel of rice, or a thing of rice. So that's kind of a good thing to keep in mind as you're stitching. So this is a back stitch. Now this is embroidery floss. It comes in strands. There's 6 strands in there, and you can utilize smaller amounts as you go. And this is pearl cotton. This is 1 strand, and I like both for embroidery, but I wanted to show you both options. Here is my ornament. Now I cut a circle the same exact size of red felt, and then I also did some interfacing on that cotton. That's an optional step, but I did do a one-sided fleece interfacing just to give it a little extra body. So for the blanket stitch, put your needle in between the layers and we're going to bury the knot in there. I am using 3 strands of, this might be 6 strands of embroidery floss for this. Pull that around, make a little loop going over the top of that, the side of that ornament. And then you're going to do a blanket stitch. So when you pull it through, kind of see here. Okay, so you have that. Now in the next stitch over, you're gonna start in the ornament right here. Pull it through, but don't pull it taut. You're gonna leave a little bit of a loop, as you can see right here. And then you're gonna put your needle through that. And this is a blanket stitch. This is just a traditional blanket stitch. There's nothing fancy. The kind of stitch you see all the time around different edgings. So go around and do that all the way around your ornament. When you get to the end, you're gonna do this stitch here. And then to finish it off, you need to make that little connection. So then I'm gonna connect it to my original beginning part. Then I'm gonna tie a little knot, and I'm gonna insert my needle and bury the knot in this ornament. You can see kind of right in here. I'm going to pull my thread through and just kind of pull it until that knot gets buried in there. Really the next step is just to cut a piece of floss big enough for the hanger, but here is the completed ornament. Here's where I'm putting the little hanger. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Everybody, please share this video with your friends. I just really love to teach crafty things to newbies and beginners and people who have never even thought that they could make these things. And so share this video, give me a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really, really appreciate the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.